It is 11 o'clock at night. Your baby has been crying for 3 hours. You have tried everything, and they are still crying. You are exhausted in a way you have never been before. You might be frightened, you might be frustrated, you might feel guilty for being frustrated, and you might be wondering if something is seriously wrong. You are not doing anything wrong. Your baby is not broken, and you are going to get through this. Lamentations 3:22-23 says, "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Every morning is new. Every morning his mercy meets you again." Let us find what helps tonight as we walk through this together. In Section 2, we look at why babies cry. It's their only way of communicating, and understanding the why is the first step to helping them. Hunger is always the first thing to check. It is the most common reason a newborn cries, and their stomachs are so small they need frequent feeds. Overtiredness is a tricky one. When a baby stays awake past their wake window, cortisol floods their system, making it even harder for them to drift off. Wind and gas can be genuinely uncomfortable. Look for signs like drawn-up legs, an arched back, or a firm tummy. Swallowed air can be very painful for them. Overstimulation happens when there's too much input for an immature nervous system. Evenings are the most common time for this cumulative stress to peak. Always do a full body check for discomfort. It could be something as simple as a hair tourniquet on a toe, clothing that's too tight, or being too hot or cold. Illness is rare but important to rule out. A fever, ear infection, or UTI can cause a different sounding cry, higher pitched or weaker than usual. Sometimes they just need you. Babies are wired to want to be held. This is not manipulation, it is biology. Responding to their cries builds deep trust. Then there's colic, defined as crying for more than 3 hours a day, more than 3 days a week, for more than 3 weeks in an otherwise healthy baby. 3. What is colic? It's one of the most researched yet least understood phenomena in infant health, leaving many parents feeling helpless. Here is the honest truth. Despite decades of study, we do not fully know what causes it, but we do know it has a predictable cycle. Colic usually peaks at 4 to 6 weeks of age. The good news is that it resolves in the vast majority of babies by 3 to 4 months. One theory is gut immaturity. The infant digestive system is still developing, and gas or immature motility likely play a significant role in their discomfort. Another theory focuses on the nervous system. The baby's brain is developing so rapidly, it hasn't yet learned how to regulate responses to daily stimulation. Research also shows colicky babies may have lower levels of beneficial gut bacteria. Probiotic supplementation has shown promise in recent clinical trials. I want to be very clear. Colic is not caused by bad parenting. It is not a reflection of your love or your capability. You are doing a great job. Colic affects 1 in 5 babies across every culture and every country. It is a universal challenge that many parents face alongside you tonight. Romans 5:3-4 says, "We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." These hard seasons produce something valuable in us. They do not waste us. They form us into the parents our children need us to be. 4. In-the-moment soothing. These are practical, energizing things you can try right now to help soothe your baby and find some peace. First, the colic hold. Place your baby face down along your forearm with their head near your elbow. Gentle, firm pressure on the tummy can relieve gas. Try rocking your arm gently while walking. The combination of pressure and rhythmic motion is often very soothing for a colicky newborn. The jiggle involves small, fast movements on your lap, not big rocking. Many parents find that bouncing gently on a yoga ball transforms the evening. Sound is another powerful tool. White noise at about 65 decibels can mask ambient noise and recreate the comforting environment of the womb. Think of the sound of a steady shower. Run white noise throughout the witching hour to help your baby feel secure and settled. Shushing should be loud and continuous, directly near the baby's ear. It needs to be as loud as the crying itself to be effective. Keep it up for a full minute. Touch is deeply regulating. Skin-to-skin contact allows your baby to hear your heartbeat and feel your warmth, which calms their overwhelmed system. A gentle tummy massage in clockwise circles can help. You can also try bicycle legs to help move trapped gas through their developing gut. A firm swaddle for babies under 2 months can be transformative. It prevents their startle reflex from waking them and provides a sense of security. Control the environment. Dim the lights, turn off the television, and ask visitors to leave. A quiet, dark room is often exactly what they need. If you've been holding the baby for an hour, your own tension can transfer to them. Hand off to a partner or anyone calm for a 10-minute reset. 5. Gas relief. Let's look at specific techniques to help with the physical discomfort of trapped wind and digestion. Spend at least 5 minutes burping your baby upright after every feed. Don't give up after just a couple of minutes. Some air takes time to move. If bottle feeding, try the paste method. Hold the bottle nearly horizontal to reduce the amount of air the baby swallows during the feed. The probiotic strain Lactobacillus reuteri DSM 1-938 has the strongest clinical evidence for reducing crying time in colicky breastfed babies. Gripe water is a traditional remedy that's generally safe. While evidence is mixed, many parents find it helpful for general wind and hiccups. Simethicone drops are another widely used option. They work by breaking up gas bubbles, though trial results for colic specifically are inconsistent. If breastfeeding, a trial of dairy or caffeine elimination is sometimes recommended. It can take up to 2 full weeks for dairy to clear from your milk. 6. The witching hour survival plan. If the crying is predictable, treat it like a weather event you know is coming and prepare accordingly. Anticipate it. Finish your tasks early. Have a meal ready, and make sure you have plenty of water beside you before the crying begins. Preset the environment. Dim the lights and put on white noise before the witching hour starts. This can help prevent overstimulation before it peaks. Tag team in shifts with your partner. Knowing a break is coming in 30 minutes is psychologically enormous when you're in the thick of it. Except that some nights, nothing will work. Your goal isn't always to stop the crying. It's to keep everyone safe and get through to the morning. 7. Looking after yourself. This is truly the most important part of our discussion tonight. Please slow down and listen carefully. Colic is a major risk factor for postnatal depression and burnout. This isn't because you are weak, but because what you're doing is objectively hard. If your anger or despair rises to a dangerous level, put your baby down safely in their crib and step out of the room for 5 minutes. Take a breath. A baby crying alone for 5 minutes is safe. A baby in the arms of a parent who has lost control is not. Walking away is an act of wisdom. Under no circumstances shake your baby. Shaken baby syndrome is irreversible and can be fatal. If you feel unsafe, call a friend or a helpline immediately. Philippians 4:13 reminds us, "I can do all this through him who gives me strength." You are not meant to do this alone. Reach out for support. Accept every offer of help that comes your way. Asking for what you need is not a sign of weakness. It is the path of wisdom for you and your baby. 8. The light at the end. I want to leave you with some hope. This season has an end date, and it is closer than it feels right now. By 3 months, 60% of colicky babies have significantly improved. By 4 months, over 90% have. Your baby will not cry like this forever. Parents who have been through this say it formed something deep in them: patience, depth, and a bond built in the fire of these difficult nights. You will come through this, and you will be a more faithful, more resilient, and more compassionate parent because of the strength you're finding now. If this video blessed you or gave you something practical to use tonight, please share it with another parent who might be struggling right now. Share it in your parenting group or send it to a friend. Every share puts this content in front of a family who might desperately need this encouragement. Give this video a like. It only takes a second and helps more families find faithful parenting. And if you're not yet subscribed, join our community today. We release new content every day, covering every stage of the parenting journey, from pregnancy through the teenage years, body, mind, and spirit. You were chosen to be this child's parent, not by accident, but by purpose. God does not make mistakes, and He has equipped you for this task. You have everything you need. Now go and be the faithful parent you were created to be. God's peace be with you tonight and every night. Let's close in prayer. Lord, be close to every parent exhausted tonight. Hold them with patience, presence, and love that does not wear out. Remind them that your compassions are new every morning. Give them the strength to endure and the peace to rest. Amen.